I was just thinking, it's just not for me. I wasn't, born in the right circumstances so that I can actually accomplish big things. So I just never thrived for big things. It never came to my head. I didn't have that vision. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of BS Influence. My name is Brian. We are here just trying to bring you guys value with the words and the wisdom that I have so far. I say so far because I'm only 21, so there's only so much that I know, but I'm learning so much. And as I'm learning, I like to share things that I find interesting, and things that have actually helped me so far. So I'm just trying to share the knowledge that I have and help you guys develop your minds in a way that you haven't before. I want to talk about why is it that some of us have limited minds. And I actually used to be really, really limited as to how much I want to do, or how much I think I can do. I was so limited, and so I used to want things, but I never, I would just talk. I would never say that I was actually going to do something and get it done. I would just say, I want to, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. But those were just words. My mind would never let me actually go through with something, just because I would put excuses. My best excuse was that, things could go bad if I try it. And then, I would fool myself thinking that I was being realistic, and that's why I wouldn't, I would say those things, but really it was just a bunch of excuses that wouldn't help me at all. Now that I have a different mind, now that I'm open to more ideas, now that I see things different, and I actually see the potential that I have inside of me, now I realize why I was limited. At least, a couple things about why I was limited, and why my thoughts, my belief system, everything, I just didn't think I could do much in my life that, those millionaires, or the things that very, very successful people have created. I just didn't think I could have anything like that in my life, or I didn't think I could build anything like that. And I was just so limited. I want to talk about the reasons why I was limited, and why you might be limited, or why some people are limited in what they think they can do. So one of the reasons why I thought I was limited was that my family never, as far as I know, in my family there hasn't been one person who has ever become a millionaire, or who has ever done great things in life, as far as I know. So I never had an idea that I can do something, because I never saw anybody near me doing it. I never saw that anyone actually went through with it in my family, or anything that or any friends, or no one. I just didn't know anybody who had actually gone through with something and created big things. So I was just thinking, it's just not for me. I wasn't born in the right circumstances so that I can actually accomplish big things. So I just never thrived for big things. It never came to my head. I didn't have that vision, because I didn't see anybody who was actually doing it, or my family never did it. So I thought, what's so different about me? Why would I be able to do it? So, I never had it in my head that I could do big things. In fact, I used to tell myself that I don't want to be a millionaire. I actually would tell myself, I don't want to be a millionaire. I don't want to have a lot of money. Because I actually, I honestly, I thought that having too much money would just, it just wouldn't be good for me, is what I would think. And so I didn't want a lot of money. I just wanted enough money to live a good life, pay my bills, obviously, but besides that, have a little bit to use, and have some fun with it. But I never thought that I would want $1 million, or that I would want to have $1 million, or build an empire that is doing great things for many other people, or I just didn't think I was gonna ever want to do something great, something huge, something that none of the people in my family have ever seen or accomplished. I didn't want that. I don't want a lot of things. I just wanted to live a good life, pay my bills, use some money, have some extra money to have some fun with it, but just have enough money to not struggle financially. That was it. I now realize that I have a lot more potential in me, that I can do more, and I will do more now because I just believe I can. It's a part of me that it has to happen. It has to happen. There's no options. I just have to be as successful as I want to become. So that part of my life, I guess, would be one part that was limiting me. I didn't have any vision. I didn't have any images that would make me think, wow, like I think I can try that, or wow, that would be awesome to do that. I just didn't have that in my life. Nobody in my family ever did anything like that. So it never hit me to try and do something like that. Another reason why I noticed that I was limited is because, and this one I know it for a fact, that this actually limits people. Because as soon as I started to change this about me, I started to open my mind to new ideas, to new thoughts, to new ways of thinking that would allow me to move on with actual goals that I may have, or with an idea that hits me. I'm actually willing to take on that idea and move on with it and actually make it an actual product. What I'm trying to talk about is the information. The lack of information really makes you think that some things are not possible for you to do. I didn't think that it was possible for me to do certain things because I didn't know how. I didn't know what would happen. I would just think that bad things would happen, but I didn't know the things that come with building something big or doing something great. I just didn't have the right information. But once you start getting the right information, once you start realizing that many more things are possible that you thought were not possible for you, then you start to realize, okay, like if this is possible, how can I do it? And so you start searching, okay, well, that's not so bad. I just email this, or I just sign this, or I pay for these licenses, and you start building your business, step by step. Once you start getting the right information, and it doesn't seem so difficult like it did before. Now you start looking at seeing a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Then you start realizing that things are not as impossible as you thought they were, because you are getting the right information. Now, before, it's not that I was getting the wrong information. I just wasn't getting any information about what I want to do at all. I wasn't listening to any of these successful people that have already made it. I wasn't listening to any motivational things. I wasn't listening to any inspiring or any educational things. I mean, educational not in the way of, like the today's school kind of education. I mean, education that really gets you to be an entrepreneur, or to, actually build a business, to do something big with your life. I mean, that kind of education. I just wasn't getting any kind of education towards that aspect. Once I started to get the right information, I started to actually take on my ideas, because now I saw that they were more possible than I thought they were. Now I saw that, like, I can actually make something happen. I have the tools that allow me to learn more about what I want to do in my life. I learned that if I want to be a public speaker, I can search how to be a public speaker, and it'll give me tips on how to do it. Or if I want to start a business, I can search how to start a business, and it actually gives me the right information about how to start a business, and tips and ideas on how to grow your business. So now that I start getting the right information, I start seeing more possibilities on how I can do things. Now I start getting more and more inspired to actually do something big with my life. These two things really limited me before. They really did. So I wanted you guys to know this, because this might be something that is limiting you right now. Maybe you're wondering, Why is it that I don't go through with something? Or why is it that I'm stuck in this life and I don't know how to get out of it? Well, think about this. Maybe is it that your family has never done anything big? You can be the first one to do it. How great would that be? Like, how inspiring would that be to you to actually change the cycle in your family? You know, maybe after you become great, after you do something big in your life, maybe the people that are in your family, the next generations, are actually going to follow your footsteps, and you actually build a history and you build a generation of entrepreneurs, or a generation that actually thrives for bigger things in life because they know they can. Now, if you are limited because you don't have the right information, get on the computer, search whatever it is that you need to know, and you will get the information that you need to become successful in life. Like, literally, there's tons and tons of ideas and information on the internet that could help you actually make a certain idea into an actual product. All right, I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a like, comment down below, or share this video with somebody who you know it will help. The idea is to spread the word as much as we can, because we are trying to awaken people to their actual potential that they have inside of them that they may not know. Thank you again, guys, for being here with me in this video. I will see you guys on the next one. All right, take care. Bye.